this your life? Keeps you humble. So we're about to leash this dog, and he says, no, I want to play with this. This is really fun. So instead, he just solved the problem. He found his own toy. Instead, we alternate this for that. We're just about to teach take it, drop it. So good for that. Drop it. I'm going to hook you to it, so it doesn't really matter. Look familiar? All right, here. Want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Drop it. Drop it. Good boy. Feed them all. All right, here. So, if he can learn drop it, if he can learn take it. The nice thing about take it is eventually he'll learn to do stuff with dumbbells and he'll already know it. Take it. Good boy. I'm going to wait for him to drop it. Oh, drop it. He just did it on his own. And I'm giving it back. That's the important part. Give it back. If you take it away, what's in it for him? Then he's going to run around and make you chase him for it. Come over here so that people can see you. Take it. As soon as I'm reaching in the pouch, the drop it happens. Drop it. Good boy. Take it. You may have to use something different for this, something unusual that he hasn't had in a while or before. Low value, he doesn't really care that much about this. I'm not going to do this starting with a bone because that's not fair. With a puppy, you can pretty much get away with it. But for now, I want to start with this and see how he acts. Take it! Take it. Take it. Make it more interesting. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Good boy. Drop it. Yes. And I give it back. Or I try it with something else. What is this? Take it. This is normally a tug toy, so he's going to want to tug, right? Good boy. Good drop it. So I see this game. I get food every time I'm treating him for it. It's a paycheck. Why shouldn't he get paid for that? Sterling, sit. Take it. Take it. Come on, take it. Yes. Good boy. Drop it. Yes. Good boy. And I'm giving it back. Yeah, good boy. There's a good boy. Take it. For some dogs, this is a stuffed animal. That's far more interesting than a rope toy usually. For now, it's the leash. A lot of the trick with leash biting is to just leave it slack. If it stops being taught, then it's not interesting anymore. If it's really bad, you can put something nasty tasting on it. We learned yesterday that lemon juice doesn't bother him because he wanted to eat my friend's fingers, which tasted like lemon. But lemon juice sometimes works for that. Bitter apple, yuck, good boy, good boy. One of the questions somebody had was dinner time. You would like some peace and quiet while you eat. I say, tire them out as much as you can before dinner. You'll see they all have a phase, right, during the day when they're the nuttiest. For him, it happens to be right after dinner. Some dogs, it's the morning. So if you tire them out with some obedience, you tire them out physically, then you give them dinner. Usually that will make them feel sleepy within 20 minutes, a half an hour, and then you can have your dinner in peace. Set him up for the schedule you want. We're starting to alternate his schedule because he has this ridiculous time when I would rather not be playing at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. So I've been taking him for a walk late in the afternoon instead of early in the day because that's tiring him out a little bit better. I'm shifting his schedule whether he knows it or not. I'm creating circadian rhythms. Okay, you can also send them to their place, their mat, their bed during dinner and give them a bone for it. Is this leash interesting because it's Dory's? It's not his leash. That may be why it's so interesting. Here, give me this. Give me this. Good boy. Here. Here. Come get it. Get away from the mat. Place. And I could give him a Kong filled with food or a bone and have my dinner in peace. If he barks at you for attention, try to ignore it. See the other video about barking. Leave it. If he barks and you bark back, you're just having a competition to see who can be louder. Place. Place. Come on. Bless you. Place. Remember this? I know, there's a dog who barked. We don't know him. Down. And then I'd give him a bone and have dinner. What a good boy. What a good boy. Nice. Very good boy. Okay, let's see if we can do some walking. Can we add a leash now? Try it again. Good boy. Is it fun because it's Dory's leash? You don't even need a leash to heel. You can do it without it. Just to remind you about heeling. Sterling, here. I'm keeping this as loose as possible. It's irrelevant. Unless you want to play. Here. The leash is now better than the food I have. Goofball. Hey, Goofball. Hey, Goofball. Give me the belly. Here, let's do it on the leash. It's so funny. It's a totally new thing for him. Here. Come. Good boy. Wearing it though. Here, hold on. Hold on. Here, beside me. He starts seated, so he's focused. Good boy. Ooh. Here. Good boy. Here. Good boy. Here. No matter which way I go, food pops in. Alive. Here. Good boy. Here. Good boy. Here. Try it with some distractions. Now we've got toys all over the ground. Can he handle it? Mostly what he wants are these leaves. He's making me crazy with leaves. Here. Which way we go? Whichever way we go, you come. Here. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see if we can do some recalls. Come. Good boy. I'm not asking for sit. Remember? No sitting. Keep it fun. Come. Good boy. We're treating every time. I'm not calling him to come in the house and saying come. I'm saying inside. We just worked on inside outside again to remind him. Good boy. Here, want to go find the food? Go find it. Go find it. This way I don't call him and then shut him in the house, because that's mean. Come! Yeah! Good boy. Good boy. Here, go find it. See it. He's so blind. Ready? Go find it. This way I can get him distracted. Come! So I can call. Good boy. Nice and close. Good boy. All right, I'm gonna try putting the leash back on. Canine Good Citizen greetings are what everyone really wants. You may not care about the Canine Good Citizen test yet, but you care that your dog is jumping on people and biting, and he's got shark teeth. Sterling, here. Sit. They don't technically have to sit and stay. They just have to. They just have to not jump on somebody. Which is a little hard to practice right now, right? How many strangers do you have coming over? Sterling, here? Good boy, sit. Leash is irrelevant. I'm still waiting for you to sit though. Sterling, thank you. So, my camera person's gonna come and greet the dog. Come here, camera person. Hello. Good, stay. Stay. Uh-oh, sit. Sit. Sterling. Sterling, sit. Good boy. Stay. That's all he has to do. Then she will pet the dog without him eating her. That's not going to happen right now. Sterling, here. Would you go away, camera person, and come back again? Sterling, come. Come. It's like, why are you laughing at me? Here. Here. Sit. Good boy. Okay, camera person. Sterling, sit. He also loves her, which is harder. Sit. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. See if he'll let you pet him. Stay. No bites. Kiss. No way. Good boy. And she goes away. That's all they have to do. Literally, we usually, the evaluators for Canine Good Citizen will pat them on the head and scratch their chest. And they prefer the chest scratching. But everybody does this to their dogs, which they hate anyway, so we do it as part of the test sometimes. Some evaluators will do that one instead of the other petting. Good boy. Here, give me back the leash. Oh my goodness. So how are you socializing your dogs? It's tough right now, right? We're doing all the stuff I can do that don't involve other dogs and people. Sometimes we run into dogs who are off leash, and for the first time ever, I'm liking that because that means I'm not near the human, but they can still interact because the dog isn't carrying corona. So at least he's meeting another dog, even though he's on leash. The other dog is off leash. Not ideal normally, but for this, it's at least something. We're around people, like, you know, obviously 10 feet away or more, and he at least sees them, wags his tail, and I'm treating him for that. We're seeing other dogs, I'm treating him for that. And we're doing a lot of location socialization in terms of bringing him to the beach and bringing him to the mall that isn't open right now, but at least there are sidewalks and noises and trucks and shopping carts, and we're getting all that stuff out of the way now while we can, at least. And sounds. You're a nut. We have one more thing to do. After all this, we'll all have a lot of playtime. That's all. We all need that. Huh, sweetie? Good boy. You know, really, it comes down to genetics more than anything. We all talk about the importance of socialization by this age. But when my Papillon was a puppy, we really didn't even do that much of that back then. That's 8 years ago. We weren't as crazy about socializing as we are now, and she's fine. So we'll all hope it just works out fine. Down. Sterling. I am nothing. I have no power over this dog. Hey, Sterling! Sterling! Yes, remember me? Hello. Down. The other thing you might want to try is to teach them to settle. Down. They all have a shoulder that they're more apt to lie upon than the other. There, like that. Settle. He lies on his side all the time, so I'm going to name it Settle, so that he knows how to relax, because they often need to be taught. I know a lot of humans that need to be taught to relax. Mm-hmm. Settle. Good boy. Settle. Good boy. Good boy. You may not have much luck with this outside. A lot of dogs don't want to lie outside on their side, but he's pretty friggin' lazy. So, oops, I know I dropped it. Ready? Settle. He doesn't know it. This is the first time we're even trying it. On your side. He kind of like puts part of his body one direction and the other part the other way. Settle. You want to try this shoulder? Is that better? I think it's usually your right shoulder you like. Here, move your whole body. Move your whole body. Move your whole body. There it is. Settle. And name it. Good boy. Settle. Settle. How's housebreaking going? We're good. She said jinxing it. I haven't had an accident in, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Thank goodness. It helps to have a yard, my goodness. Good boy. And we're starting to drag it out now so he doesn't need to go as often. Good boy. All done. All done. Good boy. We're really glad he doesn't need to go as often. Sit. That's not a sit. Sit. Touch. Or this, we just did it last week. We haven't done it since. Touch. Good boy. Touch. Not with your paws. I try to keep his paws out of things for a while, especially these big old meaty paws he's got. Sterling, touch. Yes. Oh, I anticipated. This hand's gonna smell better. Touch. Yes. Good boy. Make sure you get a couple repetitions of something to make sure he actually knows it. Plus it sticks in their head better. I try not to mix up 6 different things all at once. He's got a little puppy brain still. So I'll ask for a down. Good boy. And then I'll wait for him to get up and I'll ask for another down rather than mix in a sit or a touch or la la la. I try to keep for now very clear instruction if I can. You're all messy now. Look at you. You've got grass all over you. I'm waiting for him to get up so we can ask for a down again. Here. Sit. Down. There it is. Good boy. Send me questions. Send me video. I want to see how big they're getting. And we'll see you next week.